Hello guys, so there was an article online saying that The Force Awakens will be outsold by The Rise of Skywalker. You gotta be kidding me, okay? First, the media is, unlike, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the media is the only one seems to be excited for this movie, okay? They have these very, very, very unreasonable, they still think this movie is gonna gross $200 million first week, okay? They still think, Star Wars is the biggest movie series in the entire world, okay? Even though, and the funny thing is they're saying, oh, for, Star Wars is, still the biggest franchise in the world, okay? They refuse to ignore the first, number one, they refuse to ignore the fact that Solo flopped. To this day, they say, oh, Solo just underperformed. It didn't flop, okay? It didn't flop completely, okay? Even though every single flop, website that covers, box office bombs and box office flops, you know, has Solo on the list of flops of 2018, okay? But they continue to deny the movie completely flopped, okay? They continue to deny that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker will be negatively affected by The Last Jedi, okay? Oh yeah, that's only worse than bots and worse than schools, okay? And it's totally like it's not like people across the world didn't like The Last Jedi. Russia is not the only country in the entire world. And, you know, thousands of people from many countries don't like The Last Jedi, okay? From Mexico to United States to Canada to France to Italy. Yes, Russia as well. To China, where the movie completely bombed out. The movie completely bombed in China, same thing as Solo. Okay, Star Wars is also losing its international appeal, okay? First of all, Star Wars is always a more of an American thing. But you can see here, you can see that Solo, a Star Wars story, did less international than it did domestically. Okay, Solo, a Star Wars story, did less than Let's look at all the Star Wars movies. Okay, franchise Star Wars. Why the comparisons between Shazam? You know. Okay, so you can see worldwide box office. Okay, so you can see here, $179 million. That's over 50% domestically. So Star Wars is losing its appeal internationally. Okay, you can see this as a trend with the last few Star Wars movies. Okay, so that's all Star Wars story, 50% over 50% domestic. The Last Jedi, almost exactly 50-50 or 48 to 52% domestically to foreign. Here. Um. Okay, let's start with the Okay, Force Awakens. I'm sorry. Um, Force Awakens. Yeah. If it were a world. Oh yeah, it made $920 million. Oh, they tell you here $920 million and worldwide box office of $2 billion. So we do the math. That's 900. No, yeah, it's around $1 billion made internationally. So Star Wars always made more money internationally here. Okay, Rogue One the story. It did slightly worse internationally. Okay, slightly worse internet. It did slightly better internationally. Actually, it did like yes. No, it's slightly worse internationally here. No, Star Wars has always been popular in other countries. Okay, but you can see here the Rise of Skywalker. You know, if it underperforms in North America, this movie is screwed because it's going to perform similarly internationally. Okay, let's see if the movie underperforms severely, like $140 million. Okay, and $140 million internationally. And it grosses wet like Solo, okay? And Star Wars Rise of Skywalker still has the holiday legs of $500 million domestically. But it sells like Solo internationally. So $400 million international. That is not $1 billion movie, okay? If I do the math, it's 400 plus 500 is 900. It's not a billion, okay? And you can see here, okay, tomatoes, okay, audience score for you can't use IMDb to get people's true opinions on Star Wars because the SJWs and woke people are going to give the movie a 10 out of 10. You can see here the drastic difference between, The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now let's go here. Star Wars. Okay. The Star Wars saga. Okay, let's say so you have something to refer back to. Okay. And yeah, let's even compare it to the prequels. Okay. People consider these two movies the worst Star Wars movies in all of existence. Okay, so The Last Jedi has a 44%. Phantom Menace, 59%. So it's higher than The Last Jedi. Okay. And these SJWs don't get anything. You can see here. Attack of the Clones, 56%, still higher than the 44% of the 43. It's here 43. No, 44% of The Last Jedi. Still higher than The Last Jedi here. The Force Awakens, which made Star Wars have a triumphant return. 86% here. Rogue One. Okay. 86% again. Okay. And then we have The Last Jedi here. Okay. Very important. 44%. That's lower than episodes 1 and 2. And you're telling me that the prequels are the worst Star Wars movies. The only people who are saying that the prequels are worse than The Last Jedi are the SJWs, okay? Those are the only people who are going to defend this movie, okay? And we have Solo: A Star Wars Story, which did worse than the average Star Wars movies of 80 to 90%, okay? Solo: A Star Wars Story had here it is. 64% of people like Solo: A Star Wars Story, okay? That's not a good score for a Star Wars movie, okay? And then we have Star Wars Resistance. And I bet the same things will be saying with The Mandalorian as well. That's what they say it's the best thing ever in Star Wars Resistance. It's only helped with all the fake reviews, okay? Most people don't care for this review, so, but they were always fair. It's funny how they complain when we bring down Captain Marvel's score with actual reviews, but then there are all these fake reviews on Star Wars Resistance to help put it up. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, The Last Jedi, okay, split the entire fan base. Okay, of Star Wars. Okay, the prequels didn't. People didn't care for the prequels, but they were the prequels. Okay, they weren't really didn't really pooped on the original trilogy. They were prequels to the original trilogy, so you can kind of ignore them or not, okay? But I think, and the fact is, people appreciate the prequels more because these movies exist, okay? You can't have, okay, so there's other examples of really bad trilogies out there that have the second movie completely dropped the ball and completely ruined the storyline. The first movie was considered very great, The Force Awakens. Um, People love The Force Awakens, okay? I don't hate The Force Awakens, but everybody hated these two movies, okay? This movie is when Star Wars started going downhill for most people. It didn't start at Star Wars Episode 7 and Star Wars Rogue One. And people call you sexist if you don't like this movie, okay? When the previous two movies had female protagonists as well, so we can't really call it sexist for not liking, Star Wars, one movie in the franchise, okay? It's like, the MCU as well, okay? Oh yeah, you don't like one movie? You're a sexist, okay? That's basically what basically it boils down to, okay? For example, if you don't like the newest, Star Wars, you don't like the newest Disney remake, it obviously means you're sexist, okay? Look at Joker here in that movie, I can see here there is a see here Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, Ryan Johnson does not know how to write a movie. Okay, you know people complain about the prequels, poor writing and stuff, terrible characters. Okay, people hated the prequels. Okay, said the prequels were the worst of the Star Wars trilogy, and he better off just ignore them. Okay, then we had The Last Jedi. Okay, The Last Jedi was so boring. Okay, it was so boring. It wasn't really entertaining at all. Okay, or there were a few small moments. Okay, a few small moments. Okay, and then the third part is the last of that goes $1.3 billion. Okay, it's going to need a massive, massive, massive boost to pass $2 billion. Okay, only like there's like there's like 5 movies that passed $1 billion, $2 billion. Okay, Titanic, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Avatar, and The Force Awakens. Okay, The Last Jedi only made $1.3 billion, and we have a even if the Rise of Skywalker or does better than expectations, okay, and the movie grosses 700 million like they're expecting, the international sales is not gonna push it towards the. It's gonna still $700 million, and it'll still gross the same as the Last Jedi, okay, because the Star Wars international community does not care about Star Wars, okay. And let's assume it does sell $720 million instead of $4 million internationally. That is $1.46 billion. That's still $600 million off from The Force Awakens, okay? Because unlike Jurassic Park, unlike Avengers, Star Wars does not appeal much internationally, okay? Several other similar American franchises do not as well, okay? Like John Wick is not really a big international juggernaut as well. And some other movies were not really massive international juggernauts as well. But those movies still have massive appeal in America, okay? Especially, but I'm leaning towards movies will underperform, okay? Their expectations, okay? I don't think it'll go to $140 million. I think it'll go lower than $180 million. If it goes to $180 million, good. You guys were correct, okay? I'm wrong, okay? You SCWs you critics can admit I was wrong, okay? But there was no way this movie will beat The Force Awakens in worldwide gross, okay? No way, okay? It is factually impossible for it to pass, especially considering the people didn't like The Last Jedi and Solo, okay? They in the last part, okay, is that the fact that they can't say, oh, Solo also broke records, but it also underperformed greatly and completely flopped because let's compare this movie to Solo, okay? Solo was projected to gross the same amount of money on its first week, okay? Same amount of money as Rise of Skywalker, and then it grossed $93 million, and the Disney bots and the Disney fanboys were panicking that a Star Wars movie was losing money for Disney, okay? Star Wars isn't the box of a juggernaut as it once was. Okay, what people really want now are the superhero movies. Okay, Avengers. If DC can finally get the act together, maybe Batman can come back and Superman. DC. Okay, which we don't know how the path of the Marvel or MCU will take. Maybe they'll go the same path as Star Wars. Okay, and then we also have other box office juggernauts that will also fill the void. New series that are becoming more and more popular. Okay, DC, for example, okay, is a competitor to Marvel, okay? DC had the best year, one of the best years this year, but they only released 2 movies, okay? Last year they only had Aquaman, okay? Shazam plus Joker combined passed Aquaman, okay? Joker is breaking records for an R-rated movie. No, and you know what? They said that Joker was gonna flop. Okay, remember the Rupert article, okay? Okay, I can pull it up right now. Okay, box office bomb predictions. Okay, I think all the movies on this list are out here. Okay, I think all the movies on it are out now. Okay, we can go down here. We already explained all the other movies. Tax Collector, Gemini Man. Yes, that flopped. But Joker. Okay. Okay, I'm pulling up a week. Okay. Boy, Joker. I search up Joker and it doesn't show up at all. Okay, here Joker. Could be the Magic 6 years that you heard Joker authentic crime saga by Todd Phillips, Jacqueline Phoenix, produced by Mountain begins to close. You gotta be pretty excited, right? But post DC sent. See, they're complaining about Suicide Squad. Okay, they hate DC so much because they know it's competition to Marvel. Okay, They said, oh, even though Aquaman broke $1 billion, okay, even though Aquaman broke $1 billion, okay, DC will never do well again because of Justice League and Suicide Squad, okay? They even said because of Justice League, okay? Visual Productions and those towers forgive the DC because DC will not, and Tony the Dark Fate, I would have the answer for that movie. Yes, it's gonna be a flop. And it's all Tim Miller's fault for, making this movie a complete woke. The only movie we have left is Cats. And based off the freaking trailer, yeah, it's gonna flop, okay? We can have Joker here, okay? And completely wrong about Joker here, okay? But no, they're not, no Disney movies on the list, okay? You can see here, no Disney movie is here, okay? There's nothing owned by Disney here, okay? Nothing owned by Disney, okay? So you can say, oh, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, because you know what, we can use the same logic here, Looper, okay, with the Rise of Skywalker. So Star Wars story flopped, so you know what, Rise of Skywalker is gonna flop. And you know what the funny thing is here? They said the About Angel was gonna flop too, and that was totally false here too. Doom, that was a direct DVD movie. Gemini Man, no. Joker here, okay. They said that the movie is Batman, but Bat is not old Mac blockbuster. Yeah, they said this. They were saying that's Justice Week, okay. Can only go solo, do the same solo so many times before it goes dry. Book here, okay. In this movie, this is a movie that Whooper said was gonna be terrible and it was gonna be a massive flop, okay. The big flops of the year, okay, the biggest flops of the year. And of course they gotta put the DC movie Joker here. Here we have 89%. Okay, 89%, and here's something that Rupert will probably cry at. Okay, they're probably crying ain't $48 million. Okay, and yet here's Rupert saying this could be a massive flop because Justice League. Justice League. You know what? By your logic, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker should also flop because it's so a Star Wars story. By your same logic, okay? And of course, we don't have to go read about Angel then flop, okay? Read about Angel. And they was even saying, oh, Wrath of Hellbender was so terrible, so read it will suck because of Wrath of Hellbender. It's like these guys' logic are like cuckoo in the head, okay? These guys' logic here. I can't wait for 2020 movies that are going to bomb, okay? And they're going cuckoo, okay? They're saying, oh yeah, anime movies, will always flop, okay? Okay? Always flop because, 200, and they're going to say it's $200 million flop, okay? Most of these movies on this list didn't flop, okay? The only movies that actually did flop out of this list of movies here, okay, is Serenity, that actually did flop. Captive State, The Best of Enemies, that's a direct DVD movie. That was delayed. Dorothy, this movie unfortunately didn't flop. Rambo 5 didn't flop. Yes, Rambo 5 did not flop. Despite the SJ was saying, Orange Man, it's about Orange Man, Orange Man bad, Rambo evil, Orange Man bad. Okay, even Rambo 5, they said it was gonna be a flop because, Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad. Of course. So no, it made $83 million worldwide, okay? $83 million worldwide, okay? But it's a movie about Orange Man bad, so it's gonna flop. And it's a movie about no, not Orange Man bad. Mexicans bad, okay? Same mess as that, and it's like Peppermint. Remember that terrible movie, Peppermint? Okay, that movie was so terrible despite having a female lead. Okay, it's not about Orange Man's bad. It's about the Mexican cartels are bad. Okay, because the SCWs are so worried about movies being against Mexicans and Hispanics. Okay, that they're gonna try to make sure this movie's gonna flop. Okay, same thing with Peppermint. They were saying, oh yeah, Peppermint's gonna flop because the villains are Hispanics. This movie didn't come out. I don't think it did. Gemini Man is the only movie they got right. Okay, The only other movie that got right, and Tornado Dark Fate, which is completely bombing internationally. And they're completely right about this. Tornado Genesis was completely terrible. Okay, and of course this doesn't help that this movie doesn't have China to save it from being a flop. Okay, Tornado Genesis needed China to save it. Okay, so final thoughts on the Rise of Skywalker. Okay, it will not pass The Force Awakens. Okay, I'm sorry this video went into a rant about other movies, but it had to be said. Okay, and that's basically it. Goodbye.